400 subscribers! Woohoo! You are watching Shadowtoys Photography, and we're celebrating another channel mini milestone. That 1,000 subscriber mark is getting closer and closer. Here, let me put something in here so while I talk you could look at something. Here's a little naked Kusanagi. If you're familiar with Ghost in the Shell, then you know she has to get naked to get invisible. Anyway, let me take a moment to shout out all of the recent subscribers who got us over the 400 mark by destroying that subscribe button, further strengthening the Spartan elite shadow army. Let me shout out Armin Joseph, George Pym, DP Yosha, BK Life, Jiv, Jordan D, Nictarios, and Nelson. Thank you all so much. If I missed anybody, let me know. Really, everyone, it really keeps myself, creators like me, going. I mean, I can't show you enough. I can't express enough gratitude to you all. Truly, I wish I could do a giveaway now. I noticed on Instagram, Shadowtoys and Shadowtoy Photography are also on their way to 1,000 followers. So maybe if we could break 1,000 on those accounts and 1,000 on here and IG, then I will definitely do something extra special. Until then, I will slowly reveal more and more projects, customs, ideas, inspirational sources, recommend customizers, because let me tell you, these people at home, some of you that are even watching now, all the way to third-party companies, are owning and destroying toy and action figure industries these days. These past 2 years, actually. I know the current state of the world put a hurting on the bigger companies with shipping and all that, but that also allowed all these people to really take the time to really step up and really just blow us away with these amazing pieces. Here, let's put her back here for now. And let's start. And we got a lot to talk about. I've been meaning to talk about it, catch up, hang out, relax a bit. Let's start with the bigger companies and kind of work our way down. I'll be good. I'll give them positive and negative. But here, let me grab one. It's been on my mind for a long time. I'm gonna have to move Kusanagi. Is the NECA winged nut and screw loose figures. I'll move her out of the way. By NECA. Now, he's knocking over the diorama there. Hold. How's I fuss with that? I mean, he looks amazing. You know what I mean? Like, out of this world, crazy accurate. But, you know, someone said this, it wasn't me, that, you know, the heat up method, you know, NECA, you have to heat them up. And that someone said we shouldn't be normalizing that kind of, you know, I know it happens, I understand it happens, but we shouldn't be normalizing it. And, you know, like, oh, we just have to heat it up. You know, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of, you know, having to get a blow dryer or run these out underwater and then wait for the water to dry up because, you know, I don't want it to get, I don't know, lime or whatever in there, mold from water sitting in there. So you have to let it dry, and it's a process. It's annoying. And I'll get into it, and you'll see as this video goes on, like other companies, third-party companies, little guys, the little guy at home is just doing, like, they don't need that. You know, they're just customizing their own thing and getting enough. I mean, granted, they're not on as a large scale as, you know, nationwide and stuff, but I mean, some of them are. Third-party companies are, and you don't need to do these kinds of things. But I mean, this is a great figure, but then, you know, I had to heat up everything, right? Let me get that out of his hand. His hand's here. See, like, I can't even, and he is destroying the Dio again. Hang on. His annoying wing. See, everything about this figure is annoying wing. And I loved Wingnut. When I first got Wingnut, it was at the local It's like a I won't say supermarket, but marketplace that kind of had, it was like a Kmart, kind of, before Kmart was Kmart. But there goes his other hand. But yeah, I got him there, and like, I was so happy as a little kid. I think I was like, I don't know, 8, like cowabunga'd in the car. Yelled it out, cowabunga, when I found him in store. Oh man, because you had to beg your mom or your parent to bring it to the store, and you have to hope it was there. It's not like nowadays. I mean, well, I guess it kind of is, but yeah, I was so happy to get Wingnut. Excuse me. And you know, obviously as a kid and now as an adult, it's like, all right, you know, nice cartoon accurate, and everything about him's great. I mean, he's so huge, knocking everything over. But yeah, and then I have to heat up his hands, and you can't even see, you have to like push it in towards him to get it to move without. And it's the same thing with any hand you switch it out with. I mean, obviously I want his rifle holding hand, but I don't know what it is. And it seems to be, I mean, it's NECA figures across the board, you know about them if you're watching this, and they're technically, what are they, non-durable goods? You know, it's not good. That means they're not built to last, and they're certainly expensive. But you have this figure, and he came with Screw Loose here, who's excellent. Let's back this guy up. Big man back here. Yep, you can kind of see Reeve Superman back there, but oh man, I'm like fussing with this thing half the darn video. Okay. We got Screw Loose here, and he's great. Heated him up, and you know, watch something break on camera. But he's fine. 4 arms, like awesome. Awesome, but prices keep going up on these, like $50 more now, 60, 70 maybe. Give me a break. They better work, you know? They better be perfect. I don't want to have to heat them up. I want to open them right out of the package and have a ball. But, okay, so you got that, right? And then you got this figure from NECA, the Orokusaki 2-pack. Here, let me get these screwballs out of here, because I've had enough of them already. I still have other NECA figures to open. You know, this is still, I'm still dealing with 2021 leftovers. You know, that's how backed up I am here. I don't even know where to put this big guy. But anyways, and this figure's great. I mean, no problems. I didn't even have to heat them up or anything, just right out of the package, and excellent. I don't know, the Ninja Turtle figures seem to be okay. It's just the cartoon wise, I don't know, is it the plastic? I mean, they feel the same. I can't bring the guy in here without knocking everything apart, see, as you can tell. But this figure's excellent. No breakage, no worries. His arms pop off. You can take this off. I mean, if this is pretty good for sculpted, right? And if it was cloth goods, oh man, it'd just be watch out, Mezco, you know? And you know, so it's like you know what I mean? It's just unnecessarily frustrating, you know, and people are like, oh, it's just toys, it's just plastic. But yeah, exactly. So why is it more complicated than like a computer, you know? Like, goodness. So what do I have here? 1, 2, 3. Were any more NECA figures around to compare? Oh yeah, one more. I gotta work on him a little bit more. But here's cloth Casey Jones, speaking of. No, he's not. I'll have to put him back here so he fits in frame. They're bigger scale, but yeah, I mean, my shoddy sewing and, you know, stitching skills aside, excuse me, I mean, you could see if this was really tailored well, this would be miles above this one. And this is pretty good with that sculpt, but I'll take care of the arm issue and the joints. No one will complain about the ugliness of the double jointed elbows on these. I mean, they're really not that bad as far as double joints go. I've seen worse. You know, I'd see in the upper better range, but yeah, more examples. We'll keep Casey in there for a minute as I shift figures around till we get to the next phase. I'm gonna bring into, might be a little dusty, Jurassic Park Mattel in this darn background, man. I apologize. Goodness, I should tape that. Didn't think everything knocked it over. But yeah, Mr. Robert Muldoon here from Mattel, switching away from NECA. Different company now, so you're aware. Mattel is $20 price point in the US. You can find them at Target, Walmart, anywhere really. And you know, another line that would benefit from cloth goods. I mean, I'm team cloth goods. I'm sorry, that's where I'm at. But goodness gracious, sorry. I'm not sick. I just had a little asthma attack before, so of course when I'm trying to shoot a video. But yeah, this figure is excellent. I mean, hat comes off. He comes with extra head, hands. Not this gun. He comes with like a prod. This is the gun from NECA, Terminator, actually. And he does have trigger fingers. I just put that on there just to, you know, clever girl. But yeah, look at that. Double jointed. And they're not ugly at all. What's it called? Pinless. I say seamless sometimes. Seamless is more of a Fison, you know, one rubbery or just one piece, but pinless, double joints. I mean, oops, if you had the right hand, you could hold that, but I mean, he's got the Marvel Legends type legs, no ridiculous drop down, you don't need it. Look, bicep swivel. I mean, the thigh swivel, the bicep swivel is it's over here, but at least there is one. You know what I mean? This could come off, which I'll probably give him a cloth goods one. I think I have khaki material hanging around. But yeah, is that even like a wash on there? It is. Like, Mattel. I know they haven't been doing too good with YouTubers lately. You know, they got a little bit of a faux pas, but just talking about their piece here. And yeah, there's even wash on his chest. Like, they don't even put wash on Black Series anymore. Like, Mattel, you dark horse underdog, why don't you shout these figures out more? I mean, Jurassic Park, there's dinosaur fans, Jurassic Park fans since, what, 94 when the movie came out? Somewhere around there. I mean, goodness gracious. Come on, don't sleep on this. Oh, what's this? Oh, he's got a little... Oh, I never noticed that before. Mess around with this figure, man. I just thought it was kind of a pouch. I didn't realize it's a... I mean, it's sculpted in there, unfortunately, but I didn't know he had a sidearm. Of course he would. You know, maybe he survived. He'll be in the last movie. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. But... yeah, I mean, even the socks look good. If they were getting a clothed out figure, this would have been like an ace. Like up there with the, everyone's loving Ink Blot at the moment. The, from third party, Felix Toys. Oh my gosh, I forgot his name, but you know who I'm talking about if you follow it. But yeah, if they did a Jurassic Park version of this, goodness. I'm spending a little time, too much time on Mattel. Let's move him out of the way as I once again beat up this diorama. Let's go into Mythic Legions, as I put Mr. Rubber Muldoon down. Sorry, I would just leave it, but it keeps angling the light right into my eye. There we go. Ugh, terrible. Anyways, Mythic Legions. Now, if you remember my last video, I think it was 300 or 200 subscriber. I kind of knocked on them because my quadrant was, you know, the light couldn't articulate up. As you can see, there's no problems with Skeletor here. Tobias, however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, this figure is excellent. A+. All aces. Like, wash on the shoulders. It's got plasticky, I mean, they look like leather. Straps there. Single jointed articulation. I wish Four Horsemen would upgrade from that, because you can't really, if Four Horsemen upgrades to double joints, I think it's time. They've been a little, I don't know, I don't want to say lazy, but like, yeah, I mean, I can do it, I can squeeze it on there, but it's going to be stressing the arms out, and I really don't want to do it, especially with a Mythic Legion that's hard to find and then becomes expensive, like most figures these days. But yeah, I mean, capes, it's an okay material, but looks great. I mean, I'd rather have it than a plastic one. Like, goodness, I'll take this. I mean, other companies should take, no, again, Four Horsemen's I guess you could say they're a little guy. You know, they're not in stores, and yeah, middle of the road there. They're definitely not a third party. They're their own thing. But yeah, I mean, Hasbro's and NECA, I mean, they could, well, I guess they do add some of this, but you know, it goes a long way. It goes a long way. It really adds to the way the character looks, you know? They did a really good job on that. You see, it's like, but I can't with these companies. Like, I'm gonna start, if they're watching, I doubt it, but you know, I have to start pulling back from that, you know, 50% of the time, 50-50, you know, your figure is gonna be good, or it's gonna fall apart in your hands and be total garbaggio, you know? Like, forget that. I'm gonna stick with companies where it's like and it's tough because they have good good characters, these other companies, but stick with companies that kind of have a better, I don't know, success ratio, you know, more often than not. The figure's going to come in. I mean, every company's going to have something wrong with it. Every company's going to have a little something break, something QC, whatever. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But not 50-50. And that's what it's kind of been for me and Mythic Legions and NECA so far, you know, 50-50. One's good, one isn't. We'll leave him back there for now as I take a little drink, and we'll move on to the next company. It's actually a newcomer, I guess you could say. Yeah, they're in the middle level. It's BuzzMod. They've been concentrating on their Demon Slayer line. She's a little small there, but try and hide my big hands. This is Nezuko. And unless you've been living under a rock, you don't need to be into anime. I'm sure you've heard of Demon Slayer. It's like one of the top 5 animes right now. And this is a new company called BuzzMod. And they're giving us the cloth goods. A new company, and it's definitely better material than NECA and Mythic Legions so far. And this is a brand new company. This is like their second or third figure released. Second with cloth goods, and she's fantastic. I mean, she's got multiple faces, like 4. You could swap her hands out, or arms out, her hands. She doesn't come with any effects, but her hair kind of has a articulation there. She wants to go demon mode crazy. Okay, I'll bring her a little closer here. Like, look at that. That's excellent. It's definitely on a Figma materials. I gotta start adding to my reviews what the plastic kind of feels like, quality of plastic. I've been getting into that, and plastics and trades and all that. But I would rate her as a figure art Figma level. She's right in there with them, right in there. But yeah, another excellent new company surprise. Let's move on. Let's scoot her out to Hasbro. Sorry, Nezuko's knocking people over. Nezzy. Okay, we got Wenwu from Marvel Legends. Shang-Chi movie. I stripped him down, took his plastic stuff off. And here's the Mandalorian from Black Series. Let me get this guy back here. Arguably Hasbro's top, favored 112 collective lines. And, kind of what I've just been saying, they could really benefit for some cloth goods and some washes and stuff. I mean, this is a great head sculpt. Their head sculpts have been on point. Their faces have been on point. Ever since Mr. Stevie took over as whatever he seems to go, the quality of that department seems to go up. I do have a little, I'm a little upset with them though. I did order the Sentinel. I've ordered, I backed 3 HasLabs, the Sentinel, the Razor Crest, and Hero Quest. I didn't mix that up, right? Okay. The Sentinel, and yeah, my knees, he's probably doing a lean right now. No, he's all right. But, yeah, it's, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that, the only reason they took so long is they could get more profit. All right, I get that. But then you're also going to cut corners on top of it. Here's my gripe with companies right now. Especially Hasbro, they've been up in the price point. Let's pre-pandemic, prices were been going up for figures about $5. And then once everything hit and, one's working and blah, 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 of course, things are going to go up in price and things are going to hurt. Of course, they're going to go up for there. But keep in mind, they were already going up before. Back in, 2019? They're already starting to creep up there. We're like, why? And they're like, oh, because we're going to give you more. We're going to give you, more articulation, more paint. We'll add cloth goods here and there. And, Mando aside here, well, I guess he is a good example. They haven't, single joints. He's still double. But all the new Mandalorian and Boba Fett figures, they're all single, both sides. And they don't even have washes. Does Mando have any wash? I mean, this is kind of the clean version. This is my bag I gave him. Gave him these, and I gave him the little cloak too, so he can kind of hold everything and use his rocket effects and all that. But what about on the shoes? Nothing. Nothing at the edge of the boots. They should be dirty. I guess it started here. We didn't really notice it because this is a clean version of the Mandalorian. Come on, then. Come on. There we go. Pedro Pascal. Head sculpt. I mean, this is not the greatest. I mean, he's in there. But definitely they squashed his nose to get it into the helmet. But he definitely looks like a hot, sweaty mess like you would be under that helmet if you wore it as much as he does. But, yeah, back to the Sentinel, and back to all that. They promised us more, and then everything hit. And now prices have skyrocketed. And, we don't hear about, oh, they're giving us more anymore, do we? Now it's just, oh, inflation and this, that, and the third. But, you know, I'm going to call bull. I'm calling bull. I mean, I'm not naive. I understand, yes, you know, everything's held up and stuff like that. But they've been on my nerves since the Sentinel. I wasn't happy about that. Really not happy they cut corners and didn't give a ratchet knees. They knew what they were doing. And I really like guys like Stevie, you know, Mr. Stevie. He's taking the time to kind of show us that, you know, hey, these are not just corporate, you know, blank faces, you know, who only view you as dollars. These are, you know, family men who are fans of stuff, and they've been working for Hasbro's been their dream, and they want to give good quality stuff. And when the money hits and the money talks and stuff hits the wall, you know, then, you know, they kind of have to, I don't know, sell themselves a little bit or sell short. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I'm trying to say. Sell out, give in, and accept that, you know, will give us, the customer, a lesser quality piece when they totally couldn't give us, you know, excellent. They could blow all these companies out of the water. Like, they could, if Hasbro wanted, really put the buck to the figure, they could have no competition, honestly, with the Star Wars line. I mean, Cloth Goods them out. Everyone's begging Mezco to get them. I hope they do. But Cloth Goods Star Wars is where everyone's at, you know, with the figure arts like articulation, not this single jointed garbage, but double joint everything, double J, Cloth Goods, paint, washes. It's not that difficult. People are doing it in their basements in 3 days. Like that Wookiee, Chrysanthemum from Boba Fett. That atrocity. But back to what I was saying about the HasLabs, you know, I back the Sentinel, and, you know, and guys like Stevie are like, you know, trust us, you know, we care about giving you quality. And then you hear they go and do something like that, and it's like, it hasn't sit well with me. It's like, okay, now I see a side that, you know, you're not showing us, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. You know, I mean, times are tough out there for everybody. I guess they think we still have stimulus money to throw around. Newsflash, that's gone. Gone. That was gone 20 pre-orders ago. You know, I mean, we're not rich anymore, and it's just going to get worse. So, you know, if we're going to spend our money on it, you got to give us quality. So I was highly disappointed with the Sentinel. Not highly. I'm disappointed they cut that corner and he can't do the basic function of stand. He's great. Everything else, it would have been figure of the year. But, and it'd be years before it'd have competition. But the fact that they cut that corner really hurts. And then they did well with Hero Quest. And I hear, you know, they gave us the dragon. It didn't even make all the unlocks. They gave us all the unlocks anyway. Like, awesome. You know, why couldn't you do that with other things? That was such a beautiful gift, and that was sweet. But then, you know, some breakages here and there. It's like, you know, then they cut quality. You know, we're willing to put it up with the money, but don't do that. Like, why? Just for the few extra bucks? It's just there's too much competition out there now where we don't have to settle with just one company, and these companies need to realize that. Like I said, people are doing it in their basements. I'm paying a buddy who lives a couple towns over for a great figure. I can't wait to show you. I can't wait to get him. And you know, he did it in his dining room. So, you know, let's move on. And, you know, the Razor Crest, I haven't opened yet, but I hear some things are breaking on it, and that's like maddening to to hear. Like, give me a break. Maybe I could stick Mando back here. I've been complaining a little bit, but all right, let's move in. Higher quality. Let's move up to Mezco. Let's put in Mezco. We got the Gomez here. It's very Christmas still. Christmased out. But Mezco knows what they're doing. I mean, I am getting a little roached out, honestly. God knows I love them. I love them to death. I just, I want them to finish more teams. You know what I mean? Justice League, my X-Men. I want female X-Men already. Like, Rogue, Storm, Psylocke. Oh man, Mezco Psylocke would be excellent. But I mean, you've seen this figure. I'm gonna make a custom out of him. I'll probably do it in another video. If I have an idea, I kind of just want to change this figure into something completely different. But this is just, I mean, it's Mezco. Do I even need to say how great they are? And just complaining about them, I don't want to say it's complaining. It's just, oh man, when you're so close to perfection, it's like, and I don't want to be one of those people like, well, you know, they're artists, and it's like, well, if you did this on the third one, you try this, because obviously I can't do it. But I mean, I can just tell you guys what I want. They don't come out here and then own the game with DC. I mean, if you're a DC fan, you know Mezco has it. I mean, they're the best out there. I mean, McFarlane's trying. I mean, they have, out of like their 200 Batman and other figures, they have about a dozen really good figures, you know, mostly Spawn. But as far as DC goes, Mezco owns it, so we're expecting a lot from Mezco. You know, it's a lot to take on, but when you're blowing us away with all these figures from that line, I don't have any out right now, unfortunately. I do have, actually, one little custom I'm working on. I'll show you real quick. It's that Joker Thug. I gotta get the mask on there. But I'm trying to, I like to make customs out of 100% of Mezco parts. So that's like the bottle from, I think, Holiday. And this is the ash body with the vapor burner jacket. And I'd put the Mafex Joker mask, squeezed it on there. But I think I need to maybe get another head sculpt or Dremel the head sculpt to kind of get it to sit a little better. But I wanted just a Joker Thug. Yeah, I could just throw a Joker head on there and call it a day and call it 100% Mezco custom. But I need more just random clown thugs. You know, I really like the Joker War arc in the DC comics. If anyone reads DC right now, if you're not reading DC, you're gonna not know what a character I'm talking about. Punchline, who's really, oh my gosh, she's gonna be, when she hits a movie and becomes mainstream, she's gonna be bigger, if not big as Harley Quinn. You mark my words. Mark it down right now. I'm saying it right now. I'm throwing it down. I love her. She's just, Punchline is just excellent. And they threw in Miracle Molly, who's just so beautifully designed. And in the Robin comics, they got Flatline and another cool female, you know, and they're just killing it, you know, easy peasy with these female characters. Just, they're wonderful, you know, nothing cringy or anything about them. They're just, and Punchline is just like, you know, the best one of them. And I got a custom of her coming. I'm disappointed Mezco didn't show. They showed great stuff, let me tell you, of their toy fair, but I'm just disappointed they didn't show a Punchline. They liked one of my Punchline comments. So I'm praying to God they do a Punchline. Oh my gosh, I'd be over the moon. Mezco, if you make a Punchline, please send it to me so I can review it, because I'm saying it here first. You can, you're a Punchline. A boy can dream. But anyways, yeah, Mezco, they kill it. I'd like them to pull away from Rumble Society and do more. I want to finish more teams, bottom line. X-Men, X-Force, Justice League. I mean, Star Trek crew, for goodness sakes. I mean, come on. But yeah, that's be what my priorities are. Next up, let's get in. Speaking of before, well, SH Figure Arts. We got Ten Shanhan. Got a little Chaosu here. We got Bulma from Dragon Ball. And one more, Boruto. Naruto line, which is back. Do we even need to discuss that? I mean, that's just, they sold out. They sold well. They have no excuse, Tamashii Nations. Give us all, if not more, characters than Dragon Ball. I mean, we need them. I'll eat them up. I'll even take, what's it? Mizuki from, like, is it Mizuki or Mitsuki? I'm mixing them up, from like the first episode. You know, I'll take him as a Jonin or Chunin or whatever, trying to steal the scroll from Naruto. You know, I'll take it. Give it to me. I'll buy it. You know, I love every character from Naruto. Just let me just blow up that world. Easily they could blow away 24 figures out. I mean, the Akatsuki, the Otsutsuki clan, I know I'm saying that wrong. The Jonin they haven't done, all the other teams, like from like Team 7 and all, Guy's team and Shikamaru's team, and just on and on and on. Yeah, I mean, and figure arts, they're just, I mean, as far as articulation goes, there's none other than figure arts. I mean, they're the best out there. I mean, Mezco's really good, but they're cloth goods. I would say maybe they tie it. But figure arts, I mean, they cut corners on some of the movie figures. They get rid of the biceps swivel and stuff like that. They don't do that with their Dragon Ball. That's why their Dragon Ball figures are so popular. They're just really well-made figures. And I know I'm messing with Bardo while I'm saying that, but Rasengan. Okay. But yeah, I mean, these figures are just excellent. Let me mess with Tianshinha next. Excuse me, I'm not sneezing. Whoa. Chaosu. Oh. Get back there. I mean, yeah, he's butterfly joint. Like, these are all needed. There's no excuse anymore. I mean, humanoid, realistic human expression. They got some shading in there, real nice. But yeah, I mean, gives their articulation. There's just no excuse to cut corners on that anymore. I mean, I don't want to hear it. You know, I don't care what the excuses are. Don't make excuses for this company. I don't care that shipping is costing them an arm and a leg. You know, like, all the corners they've cut in the past, I mean, they can afford it. Like, don't. And yeah, I know he's missing his dot. I already contacted them about it. I'm waiting, hopefully, for a replacement to come in. But, and this little guy's great. I've been waiting for him for a long time. Dondo Pop. But yeah, little Chaozu, I love him. Little baby Chaozu. He's my favorite figure art of the year, next to Bulma and her expressions, and also Launch and Lunch. You kind of have some of her parts out, but not the main figure. But this Bulma's like excellent. The hat, it's a completely different head sculpt. You know, this is all the same figure. I got her crazy expressions. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, super expressive. She comes with 2 more faces, the Namek Dragon Ball, a backpack. This is removable. Backpack is removable. Yeah, she's just perfect. I mean, perfect figure. No complaints. No complaints at all. I'll kind of squeeze her in between these guys because her expression is just too priceless. I'll leave Chaozu in there. Should I leave him in there like he's going to the bathroom? Maybe. He's destroying it. As we move on to the next figure. All right, we're going to go with a little guy. I don't know if you ever heard of Flashpoint Customs. Now, this isn't a gift or a Flashpoint Custom, but Flashpoint Customs I wanted to shout out because he's one of those artists that doesn't hoard his knowledge, shares everything, shares recipes, shares sources, just shares, because he understands that just because he shares where he gets things, what paints he uses, what he does. He even does, you know, shoots live videos of himself painting and doing it on the spot. Because he knows, like, someone once said to me, you know, just because you buy Michael Jordan sneakers doesn't mean you're going to play basketball like Jordan. And that could be said here. Just because you could buy all the same paints, all the same materials that Flashpoint uses, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have the same skill that he does, or develop the same skill overnight that he does. Like, you know, I got it in the ballpark, maybe, maybe in the stands or the concessions, but I mean, it looks nothing like his, but, you know, found out where he got everything. I just asked him, hey, you know, I love your Matilda. Where did you get the parts and everything? And he was like, oh, Damn Toys Body, got the head on eBay. This is this company and that, and boom. I mean, yeah, her paint's not the greatest, but again, see, I'm no Flashpoint. And my point is, customizers out there, third-party little guys, you don't need to feel threatened by sharing your stuff. I mean, some of you are like, oh, you know, I'll charge people on my Patreon. You want to know, I'll pay me. Okay, you know, I get it. You know, your skill shouldn't be for free, but at the same time, I mean, you're just kind of hurting the community. I mean, look how Flashpoint even said, think about how many awesome pieces, more pieces there'd be if everyone shared their knowledge like that. How many more figures you'd see customized, you know, characters you never thought could be made. It's like, oh man, like they made, I don't know, a Punchline, you know, pick somebody. From anything, Gene Reno, Gary Oldman from the Professional movie. I mean, yeah, don't feel threatened. Share. Let's get her back there. She'll fit and not knock the house down. But yeah, thank you, Flashpoint, for sharing your info. I was able to make my own Matilda, and man, I love the hell out of her. All right, let's move into some of my customs that I've been working on. Some of them you've seen. We'll go through those. There's Kylo Ren on a diabolic body with just a Kylo Ren Hasbro deluxe parts. You know, nothing. Just a kit bash, nothing crazy, nothing special. So, yeah, those little skinny legs under there, but Adam Driver is not really Hulk size on his belt. Oh, it looks like I didn't ever glue that, or the glue came undone. I'm not too sure, but in any case, yeah, happy with this one. That's, oh, his hand popped off. I've messed with this guy for a minute. Let's swap some guys around over here. Move him out. No space. Sir Kylo. Next is the Marky Mark. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, old Luke. Just Hasbro, old Luke parts. Diabolique body again, and I made the cloth goods. Knitted them myself this time. I just did a white tunic and then a beige-y brown. And just a brown piece of cloth. And then this, another beige kind of robe over him. And got his daddy's lightsaber and the lightsaber he made. I tried the cold water method on the hood, trying to get the hood to stay there a little bit. Yeah. What are you giving me this fall? Way to ruin that character. Oh man, oh man. Goodness gracious. Debate aside about that movie, they made us wait 2 years for Mark Hamill, and they killed him off. All right, there's no, you kill him off in the third movie if you have to kill him off, but he made us wait 2 years and he just killed him off. Faded away. Like, what do you think people is gonna say? All right, here's one I'm really proud of. The Tuscan Raider. He got his little thing in there, but oh, his guns backwards, but This is a Hasbro Tuscan Raider body. I kind of just took his atrocious molded tunic, dress, whatever, kilt off, and just kind of gave him one so he can, you know, do more articulation wise and not be, oh, I got his all his extra pieces in there, and not be so restricted. I mean, you know, they put in the articulation, the double joints, and then they give him a big floppy molded piece so he can't even use it. It's just, you know, it's not our fault that they wasted money. You know what I mean? Like, and you're really telling me that molded plastic costs less than cloth? I mean, I made some of these, not this, but I made some of these out of old t-shirts. I mean, you're telling me that's cloth is more expensive? I mean, I know it can be, you know, if you go to Joann Fabrics, but yeah, I just put see, I just glued a piece of cloth onto this and boom. Well, that's why, because it hangs low. That's why I flipped it the other way. But that's not accurate, but we'll deal with it. Actually, so yeah, we know this thing's for the water now. Thanks, Boba Fett. And I just threw his cloak back over him. Anyways, yeah, kind of shaved down around his wrist parts there so he can aim his gun. Let's get that in his hand. And I kind of like to slide it down the butt of the gun there. Kind of breaking the glue off. It's been a minute since I messed with these Star Wars figures. That way you can aim a little bit down the sights. Like a Tuscan should be able to. Oh yeah. Ping, ping. And now he can do crouching shot. Well, let's see if I can get him posed. Balance there. No. There we go. Oh, my breath's gonna knock him over. But yeah. I mean, come on, Hasbro. You could have did this. Took me a day. Not even. No, his hand came off the trigger, but you get the idea. Like, and they pay people to come in 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week to what? Fumble around? Jeez, I think Congress gets more done. Like, yeesh. Just making a joke. Don't get political on me. All right, let's Bulma, sorry. Move on out. Get my Tuscan in. Enjoying Star Wars. Chaucer can stay. Yeah, let's move on a little bit to this bathroom came with, well, not this Joker, but I'll just show this one first. These are Patriot Studios, third party. You know, they're a little small, obviously. They don't scale with Mezco. But look at that head sculpt. Definitely Joaquin. They give you a cigarette, they give you a clown mask, a gun, a grocery bag. He's got cloth goods under cloth goods. You can take this off. And this is my favorite part, which I think Mezco really needs to start doing, is adding, come on, drum roll, real socks. I mean, real cloth good socks. And then 2017, I believe, when they had their Ronin Logan, I thought their socks were, they were so molded so well, I thought they were cloth goods. And honestly, I kind of set myself up for disappointed that they weren't. But, you know, fast forward to 2021, 2022, these third-party companies, they got the socks on there, which just, again, adds just that extra. So when he's doing a kick or something, you know, and his pants go high water on him, or, you know, they're not really doing it now, of course, but when he got it like that, he's taking a step or something, it just looks more realistic. Oops. And that sound you hear, he comes with ratcheted legs. This little guy comes with ratchet legs, but this animal doesn't, because that makes sense. Anyways, I know I got to move on from that, but that was expensive. I can't get his thing back in there. It was an expensive investment, and turned to be a slap in the face. Anyways, there's the other Joker that came with this bathroom. When he becomes the Joker, I guess you could say, his little dance thing there when he does in that scene, which is just so beautifully done. Comes with a bag, a gun, cigarettes, the bathroom back there, this extra head sculpt, blood wash. It's just like gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. There's no other adjective for this. It's just perfect, a perfect figure. I mean, his size is a little small. I mean, look, he's almost as big as Matilda, but I don't think Joaquin Phoenix is a really tall guy to begin with anyway. All right, let's move on to another company. Take a drink of water. Been talking for a long time. Ooh, this video is going long. Well, I said it'd be like kind of a chill out session, just relax. Here's PC Toys. Dolph Lundgren from, what was this? Say The Incredibles again. The Expendables. And he comes with all sorts of goodies. Knives comes out of there. You know, pleather sheath, handgun. This is my favorite part. Let me get him to stand for a minute. Let me grab his shoddy bombati. His shotgun, which is awesome, right? But check this out. Click, clack. You saw that? How that thing moves? Boom, to eject the shell. That is so awesome. Oh, and it comes with a little, oh, nice. It comes with little pieces to add a strap. I'm gonna have to add a strap to this. Sweet. But yeah, that's just, here, put it in his hand. Will this be the right hand, I hope? Yep. There. Come on. And then you can, that's just excellent. Get him a little pose better, but boom, like awesome. Another third-party company, you know. I'm not saying I'm glad Mezco has competition. I'm glad there's another company that can do other properties and stuff like that, and don't really have the restrictions that someone like Mezco or Hasbro or somebody like that, let's move some of these guys out, have to worry about, you know. But so that gives them a little bit of an edge. But hey, I mean, like I said, it's I appreciate getting extra characters from properties we normally wouldn't have get or ever get, you know, because it's just like it's a travesty. It's a shame. Here's Sylvester Stallone. Just need something to drink. Yeah. But he's the same body as that, but he's got like bison seamless arms, which is a weird touch. I know I got him a little tight stance there, but there's Sylvester. See with that angle. Not so much straight on. Definitely from the side. Absolutely. But yeah, great figures from a cool movie. I really hope we get a Jet Li and Terry Crews. Oh man, do I want a Terry Crews figure. I'll definitely buy 2 of them, and one to have shirtless to kind of dance around, because I just think Terry Crews is hilarious. I don't know, he's definitely one of my favorite comedians, actors. The man's got range. He can do scary, he can do serious, he can do comedy. He's underrated. Anyways, who else we got? Ooh, my favorite here. Yeah, let's get Noda Studios. Definitely figure of the year right here of 2021. Is what I want to talk about. Noda Studios came out, and they've been around a little bit, but they're another third-party company. Look at this thing. Logan, Joker, Expendables, like, I love it. I love it. The Professional, like, give me more, give me more. These third-party companies are dangerous. I got, they're doing The Mask with Jim Carrey. They're doing Men in Black, Saving Private Ryan, like, just all these 90s characters that I never thought we'd get of actors. And, you know, they don't have to worry about likeness rights and all this stuff. You know, they can go around that, and give these great figures that we've been needing, and I'm enjoying collecting them. And these Noda bodies, I mean, again, they also got the cloth socks. Shoes have wash and dirt, realistic. His tie comes off. He's a little disheveled there because he's, you know, if you saw the movie. But easy swappable heads, like, they just I don't know of another one handy, but you know, that's a beautiful method. You don't, no stressing of the joints, you know what I mean? It's just, and you could pop that part off, and you could pop his neck off and pop like Mezco heads on there and things like that, and his head fits on some Mezco bodies pretty nice. I mean, you can't, he just poses easy, you know. This is just the dream figure. And double jointed, butterfly, no cut corners. He's got everything. I wish I had a blank out. I do have a blank body of them, and it's just crazy articulation. Got them in the coldest months of the year, right off the truck, and they moved right out of the package. Just moved so beautifully. You know, no problem at all. They're like the you know, the Glock handgun, how they can shoot underwater, they can put sand in them, like from U.S. Marshals. You know, they're just like quality. And these Noda bodies are the Glocks of 112 bodies. They just oh man, they're just wonderful. Like I said, no heating up, none of that BS. Heat them up, method. You gotta do this, then the third, and ritual. It was a buddy of mine says boil them alive. You know, none of that stuff. Just, oh man, I can't recommend Noda enough. You get them on third-party sites like I don't know if they're on 5K. VC Toys, Gian Toys. You know, they're definitely reputable. Oh man, I got a gnat in here. But yeah, oh, there he goes. He made an appearance. He's like, who, me? Yeah, you bum. Anyways, get these figures. Don't sleep on these figures. They are the most beautiful figures I've ever seen. Here, let me. And just go, well, I'm not really a Logan fan. Oh yeah. Well, DC Batman fan, an Affleck fan. This is also Noda. I mean, again, another suited body, but clean. Ooh, does he come with cloth socks? I think he does. They're running up a little bit on him. Yup. Oh yeah. I can't really get his pants up, but you kind of see how it's coming off of him, but pull that down. Pull this up. Oh yeah. Cloth socks. Clean shoes, because he's Bruce Wayne. You don't walk around in the mud. He's a rich man. But yeah, excellent figure. And look, the extra mile. Give you this stack, but check it out. Front and back. Like, that's Mezco level accessories there. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Like, I'm going to take that apart, make copies of it, make a money pile, you know. That's what I'm talking about. That helps us, you know. That's that extra. I mean, these aren't cheap. They're like, what are figures now? These cloth good, high quality, like $100 a pop, 80, 90, $100 a pop. You know, if I'm paying $80 for a cloth goods figure, like, or anything, any kind of figure of this size, load them up. There's no reason you can't load them up. I mean, little things like that just go a long way. It comes with a couple batarangs. Here, I'll keep him back there. Let's evict Dolph for Bruce. Rich man. I mean, these companies are catching up to Mezco, but they're definitely hitting some marks. So it's like, ooh, I mean, I wouldn't mind if Mezco started doing that. I've used Mezco as the standard. I mean, let's be honest, they're the standard here. Here's another company, Dyson, who's doing anime stuff, and they're doing them a little tall, a little like NECA sized, or you know, you could argue Noda Mezco size. Figures. This is from Kenshin, Rurouni Kenshin. Definitely one of my favorite animes. Yes, I know about the creator. I guess they're found out to be a pedo. That's terrible. But luckily, these are third party, so he doesn't get any of the money from these purchases. So I don't feel guilty buying them. Yeah, I mean, that's a terrible crime. I'm not laughing about that. You know, I'm happy that I could get a figure from a property I love and not feel like I'm supporting the devil. So there you go, you know. That's what I'm happy about. That's what I'm pleased about. We could get good stuff and talk about separating the art from the artist. Yeah, I'm just grateful to get Kenshin figures. I wanted Kenshin figures since I mean, I've had them, but cloth goods, like what? Thank you, 2022. I love the future, and this could come off. You get Sano because he can do multiple looks. He comes with weapons, accessories, oh man, you name it. And I couldn't be more happy about it. Thank you so much, Dyson, for doing these excellent. Can he? Nah, he's too big. Excellent figures. I mean, what a blessing. What a time we live in. We're just getting everything we need. And let me pop in a Bestly preview. The next figure I need to review from him is Nagato, Edo style Nagato. I have a lot of Bestlys ordered. I have him to review. I have 2 beasts to review, and then I have 3 more Bestlys pre-ordered from him, or ordered from him, I guess you could say. You have to hit him up. There's a bit of a language translation, you know, some things get lost. You have to speak, be patient, because there's a time difference. Man is also on the other side of the world, but there's just one guy, you know, working in his house again, making brilliant works of art. I mean, I don't want to show this figure off too much. I want to save it for the review, but Renengan, like movable hood. Just I keep laughing because it's just like Oh man, they're just excellent, excellent, excellent figures. And these are just guys like they're, you know, it's just, it fits right in third party, Hasbro, you know, custom, whatever, figure arts. It boom, blends beautifully. So there's really no excuse for bigger companies anymore. I mean, this is the point of this video. I mean, kind of share that knowledge. I'm not gonna knock on anyone for buying things. Let me save that for an intro. I'm not gonna knock on anything for buying anything they like. There's so much out there to buy now, and so much to be collecting, whether it's Pops or McFarlane or Hasbro or whatever. You know, everyone can have a niche in their own lane and not have to, you know, worry about a certain scale or line or whatever. So let's pop Kusanagi back there. She can fit. She's technically a custom. Want to get her, she can go invisible and naked. Did I say that in the beginning? I think I did. But yeah, she gets naked and goes invisible in the original cartoon, which was cool. Made sense. But anyways, here's one more, my favorite custom. This guy from Moscow, believe it or not. Excellent customizer. Great customer service. Just great. No complaints. I mean, I can't recommend enough. This is Customs Cave Snake. Now, the figure's mine. It's just the head sculpt. He only does really head sculpt, some accessories and stuff like that. It's a Mezco vest on a Snake Eyes body. Snake on snake. But yeah, look at this head sculpt. That's awesome. You let them know what size you need. Old Snake. I'm going to do a lot of Metal Gear 4 customs and figures, because there's Metal Gear is essentially, I don't want to say dead, but with the creator, Hideo Kojima and Konami, they're not on good terms anymore. You know, they kind of gave him the screws, treated him unfairly like they do, the companies do to any artists, you know what I mean, and who create something awesome. So I don't think we're going to get anything. Moral of the story is I don't think we're going to get anything from Metal Gear anytime soon. So it's up to customizers, up to me. But yeah, it's just, war has changed. I love it. I love it. So much good stuff. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Right in there with Noda, with Patriot, with Hasbro, with Mezco. I mean, technically Kylo was on a Mezco body, so I mean, come on. But I mean, I've been going on and on. This video's been running long, so let me kind of end out here. But I hope everyone sees the point I'm trying to make. It's kind of a watch out to companies, to the big companies out there, the big guys. You know, don't slack, don't cut corners, don't, you know, we'll do them single jointed. Like, no, I'm not. It'll be left on the table. I don't care. I don't have any of the new Boba Fett stuff pre-ordered. I have Figure Arts Boba Fett pre-ordered. You know, I want that articulation. I'm not, you know, everyone stood their ground with the Rancor. I really appreciate that. I wanted the Rancor, but I didn't want that Rancor. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like the way the head was shaped. Kind of looked like a dog's pee-pee coming out, or like a lipstick. I'll be honest. But, you know, they just should have made it like all articulated down to the shoulders. So he got like more of a snake-like rotation on that. If you kind of look up and scream, and yeah, the eyes, he looked like he was blind. I don't know. It didn't look great. I wasn't too pleased. And after the Sentinel, you know, my trust was broken. You know, I don't really trust that they won't cut corners anymore. You know, they say, oh, the knees will work, but what else are you going to cut? Where else is there going to be where they're going to save money from, and that corner they're going to cut? I don't like that. You know, not all companies do that. I'm a little ticked at Hasbro for doing that, honestly. And, you know, they got to realize we don't need them anymore. I mean, they have good properties, yes, but, you know, everybody, the millions of people out there now, 3D printers, basements, artists, paints you can get in any hobby store, Walmart, Target, whatever, you know, they're coming out. We're coming, and I'm going to give my money to people who are going to give me quality. And if, you know, everyone's upcharging, I'd rather give that to the little guy than to the big company who's just going to keep cutting corners and, you know, giving us less. Like, why? Come on, we have the money, we'll give it to you, but give us the quality. That's what I'm saying. This is a perfect example right here. Sorry if I sounded complaining in this. I know this is supposed to be a celebration, but hey, you know, I do appreciate everyone doing this. It's just been a long conversation needing to have, and I wanted to get it off my chest. Had so many figures ordered, and I've just been noticing quality, and it's like, gotta stop making excuses for it. No more excuses. I'm gonna be not harsher going forward. I don't want to be negative, but I'm not gonna apologize for, you know, any corners companies are gonna cut. We want the goods. Give us the goods. We got the money. Give us the goods. All right, let me end here. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and if you stuck it out this long, you're awesome. You're one of the elite. Thank you again. Hope everyone enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.